Rumors about Pirates of the Caribbean 6 continue to increase literally every day after Margot Robbie is out of the project. Producers what only options have not been changed to bring back the franchise. On-screen returns or not. Johnny Depp what role will play Jenna Orthick, Orlando Bloom and Keira Knightley. As you can see, there's been a lot of questions around the whole thing, where there's been a rumor that Disney is considering shooting a series in the Pirates of the Caribbean universe. Today we're going to go over everything that's known about the pirate franchise. It will be as always interesting to start by describing what is already officially known. The main ideologist and franchise producer Jerry Bruckheimer said that there are now two projects in development. One will be a branch of the main series of films and the second will be its reboot. Bruckheimer confirmed that Pirates of the Caribbean 6, which are in development for years, will be rebooting the franchise. As the main reason for this choice, the producer said that rebooting would avoid delays caused by the need to wait for certain actors who specifically he did not mention, but certainly meant the original cast. At the moment confirmed that the script is still being written, so it's not possible to say exactly who will return to the franchise, but here you can determine the direction in which the film will move already. Although the new Pirates of the Caribbean are announced as a reboot that allows the film to be shot faster than casting is the main source of controversy. In particular, most controversy raises the question, will Captain Jack Sparrow appear in the film? After the ill-fated trial, Johnny Depp's career seriously suffered and Disney hastily broke with the actor all relations, so said he no longer wants to work with the House of Mice, which is clear by his screen colleague Jeffrey Rush expressed his support and called him absolutely indispensable. Jerry Bruckheimer has long ago made it clear that would like to see Johnny Depp again in the cult role of pirate Captain Moore. That producer is trying to reconcile both sides because fans definitely want to see the favorite hero again in the movie, and judging by the fact that the script is already actively written, agreement was reached. The Depp himself recently returned to the image of Captain Jack Sparrow to visit children in a clinic in Spain. There was an actor talked and did not leave the image. You played with little patients who are undergoing serious treatment, and although no questions about his return to cinema, the hint is well understood. Depp many associates with the image of Jack, and to part with him does not plan it. Seems never. How big or small was not in his role in the sixth part. Captain Sparrow will appear in the film, but except the sixth part, that softly or instead of the pirates will start again with the race in development is the first spin-off side of the franchise. Was information that initially it should have been filmed by Margot Robbie and no replacement Johnny Depp was discussed, although now it seems rather as an excuse because in fact Disney wanted to find a fast and stellar replacement actors. But it's good that this didn't happen. Margot would definitely look great, but Captain Sparrow is Captain Sparrow, and while without him to imagine the franchise is difficult in one way or another. Offie's really being discussed behind closed doors. Its exact time frame is unknown, but it's likely it will include some characters from the original films to provide a link to the main series. About this in the forums raging debate what actor could raise interest to spin it. Is noteworthy that a few weeks ago the actress Naomi Harris journalists tried to find out if she plans to return to the pirate franchise. Recall that Naomi played the pagan goddess Calypso in the first trilogy, but in the last two films did not appear. In conversation with the Portal comic book, Harris replied that she was 1,000 crabs and actually dead, but we know that the franchise repeatedly returned dead heroes, and in case of Theodelm problems also does not arise. Actress noted that she definitely wants to return to her role, but so far no one discussed with her this opportunity. As far as Orlando Bloom, the actor is also ready to return to the movie at any time. As you remember, the same thing he said about the role of Legolas in the upcoming Hunt for Gollum, so it's only up to the writers and producers. Barbossa Jeffrey Rush told the Portal Collider why he doesn't see himself in reboot. Actor explained that he is pleased with the fate of his character in the fifth part, on his way to redemption, and would not undermine this line, although the words of Rush are not a direct refusal to return in coming the film. and its statement effectively excludes the possibility of appearing Barbossa, said the same, and Keira Knightley, actress, does not plan to return to his role because quite completion of his story arc. Despite the very impressive collections that were at the fourth and fifth part of The Pirates, they are considered to be disappointing. First film, Black Pearl, relied on the best pirate themes and characters simultaneously representing interesting heroes and supernatural elements. It was simple, straight line and cheeky story that made its magnificent second and third part continued to deepen into the set plot lines and logically flowed one from another, and the further it got worse because ratings of each subsequent film gradually fell. The collections of each new part flew under 1 billion. From here and was born the idea to lure in the franchise Ortega. As it turns out, she fits perfectly in the image of the daughter Jack Sparrow and young enough to carry the franchise for years. Participation in the project, but I refute, was also not so breathe, and here is the spin. That idea seems quite viable, but without bright heroes and interesting stories, definitely nothing will be done by. The insiders say that Pirates of the Caribbean are going to return to what originally interested viewers in Pirates and abandon the widespread use of CGI first trilogy and Mountain Verbinski with. The team was not afraid to build a whole location to then effectively explode them, and this new trend fits into the fresh course Disney. The thing is that we just saw how the series Is All Agatha became the most watched of all the Marvel Studio series. It is the most inexpensive to date, and achieve this result was achieved by using practical decorations and special effects instead of CGI. Given this experience, easy to believe that Disney decided to return to the origins and shoot new pirates as they were filmed the first parts. To the same information appeared that Disney is seriously considering the series trailer of youth Jack Sparrow even before he became captain. This hypothetical series Jack Sparrow can explore everything that happened in his life before the event of the Curse of the Black Pearl. The father was Captain Edward Tick, but mother knows nothing. Jack grew up surrounded by pirate life, and it would be interesting to know how he got his reputation and met Barbossa and Gyps. Honestly speaking, surprising that Disney has not released a pirated series franchise, given that in streaming was released dozens of series on Star Wars and the universe. Marvel Truth, who can play worthy young Jack Sparrow? About this offer to be discussed in comments, as there are Pirates of the Caribbean 6 is one of the most expected movies of the last years, but let's say that Disney must return Johnny Depp even for an episode role. Otherwise failure. By no means necessarily. Write in comments your opinions on whether the series of Youth Jack is needed, and what are the chances of success at the sixth part of the franchise without. It's all good, and today is all, friends. See you in new videos very soon. Sign up to not miss new issues.